Hey y'all, it's Kelly and we are doing my very first sedan tour today, and we're starting with a Kia Stinger. I'm really excited about this car because one, it looks amazing, and I've gotten so many requests to start doing some sedans and some trucks, so I'm breaking the ice. Is this a car to hold a family of 7? Absolutely not. But is it sassy and can it fit a couple of car seats? That's what we're gonna find out. This specific one is a 2021 Kia Stinger GT all-wheel drive V6. It's got a 3.3 liter 8-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, has an MSRP of $48,000. That is expensive for a sedan, but this is a sports car. It competes with something like the BMWs, like the Audis, but it's a Kia. The drive on this car is super awesome. It's got all the different driving modes. It has very tight steering. Really, if you guys have not driven the Kia Stinger, it is one of the more affordable super sporty sedan options. Okay, so in this tour, we are going to review this Kia Stinger. I'm gonna put car seats in it, put a stroller in the trunk, and at the end of the tour, I'm actually going to build my own Kia Stinger and talk you through the different trim levels and options that are available on this car. So let's get started. I'm a little hesitant to do this car because I am not a performance driver. So if you're interested in this car, there are plenty of tours out there that talk about the performance and what all of these things mean. I'm here to talk about it from a mom's perspective or a dad's perspective. So I love the exterior. I think it is super, super sporty. I really like how on the Stinger they have this like mirrored element. It's not even just chrome, but it's actually like a reflective mirror. I think it's really pretty, and I don't think this car looks like a Kia. Again, no shade to Kia. I get that you're a great car, but this looks like a sports car to me. Okay, so if you are a true performance driver, some things you might not like about this car is this like fake badging. I like it. I think it gives it a sporty look, but it's not functional. It doesn't do anything. Again, I'm not the performance girl. Find another tour if that's what you're looking for. I do love a contrast brake, so it's got these nice red brake pads. I think they're really cute. Kind of makes me wonder why brake pads only they're coming like silver or red. Like, I'd love to see a teal option if any manufacturers are listening. I'd like to like customize it and maybe do a pink. Let's work on that. Okay, one thing that I think is pretty cute is, again, mirrors on your mirrors. I think this reflective, I mean, it's literally a mirror. It does get a little smudgy, so you're gonna wanna keep it clean, but it's kind of sporty and super sassy. We also have a nice sunroof, which we'll talk about when we get inside the car. We've got a body color little shark fin, super cute, and some really nice two-toned wheels. I mean, the car looks great. The lines are awesome. From the side, I would have no idea this was a Kia. Okay, let's talk about our rump. Again, no shade to Kia, but I like that we don't have the Kia logo on here, and I like that it says Stinger in cursive. It's very vintage. I feel like it's kind of giving me like 1960 vibes. Super cute. I also like that the taillights are all one piece. I think that gives it a nice look. I like that it has dual exhaust on either side. There's a lot to like. Okay, so let's take a look at the trunk. One thing I really like is it actually has a privacy cover. So when I open up the trunk, you can't see what's in it. A lot of sedans, windows don't go this far back, so I definitely like the look that that gives. And I like that Kia compensated by putting this window shade in. This is, of course, removable if you ever wanted to remove it, but it is a really nice sized trunk. We'll talk about car seats here in a minute, but we do have 3 sets of tether anchors and a spare tire there. So let me put the stroller in and let's see what that looks like. Okay, so here's a shot of my stroller in the trunk. You know, we really probably could consolidate a little bit more, but you guys get it. This is an updated Vista. It fits beautifully. We've got room to spare. I'm liking it. Ooh, no power tailgate? Oh dear. Was that a power tailgate? Okay. Okay, so here's a shot of me in the driver's seat. Feels so weird. I'm really not used to driving sedans. I haven't driven them in years. So I feel like I'm really low to the ground. But if I'm just taking it from a comfort standpoint, I am really comfortable. The seats are nice. They're a little bit more narrow. The steering wheel is beautiful. It's got some nice preparation on the leather. We've got some great contrast stitching, some great exposed chrome elements, Harman Kardon sound system. I mean, the car has a lot to offer. Let me start it up. That kind of sounded nice. Okay, so let's talk about some of my driver's amenities. I don't love this screen. I just prefer when a display is built in. I think it looks a little bit nicer. This kind of looks like an afterthought to me. I wish it would kind of more nicely work into the dash. These two seem very separate, so I don't love that from an aesthetic standpoint. I do think these things are freaking darling. Turn them on, turn them off to get your airflow. I like these chrome buttons. They're not engraved like I've seen in some nicer cars. They're just printed on there. But I like the contrast of the chrome and then the plastic buttons as well. We have a wireless charger, a 12 volt, a USB and aux cord, dual zone climate control, some really great size cup holders. We've got heated and ventilated seats. I like this little toggle control. The speed of that, our heated steering wheel, parking sensors, auto hold, drive modes, a parking brake, you know, all of the things you find in basically any car these days. But I do like how Kia has laid this out as far as this place is concerned. I would just like a little bit more seamlessness in the infotainment system. That is my critique. Let's take a look at this. Pretty decent sized mirror, actually. Hey. We've got the blind spot, we've got parking sensors, lane keep assist, memory seats. I mean, it has a lot of nice bells and whistles. One thing I'll notice on the steering wheel is I do like that it has this more flat line instead of just a perfect round. That definitely gives it a sportier vibe and makes it a little bit more easy to hold. Some nice 10 and 2 notches to make it pretty comfy. Okay, so here is a shot of me in the second row of the Kia Stinger. I have this seat set for myself at 6 feet tall, so I have plenty of room. The seats are so comfortable. It's a very wide bench, so it's a very deep bench. It's not very shallow, so I've got, it's almost hitting like my knee support, so that's awesome. I've got some cup holders here. I've got some lame little seat back pockets that are mesh. I've got some vents, only one USB, and I don't have any really lame side cubbies. You know, I think that some of the fit and finishes on this car are not quite as luxurious as what I'm hoping, but this is a performance-based car. It is here to take care of business as far as the road is concerned, and they're not quite giving me all the comfort features that I like. But let's put a car seat in here and see the space that we're working with. Okay, so I just quickly wanted to throw my Graco extended fit in here. I put it rear facing just so we could see exactly how much room a rear facing car seat would take up. This is just to give you a generic idea. Obviously, you're going to try it with your own car seats, but I set the driver's seat for myself, and my Graco extended fit actually fits great with a little bit of room to spare. So I am a huge fan of that. As far as the car seat setup is concerned, you have 2 sets of lower anchors and then 3 tether anchors across the back. It is a pretty wide bench, so I am happy to see that, and I think it'd be pretty good for car seats. All right, let's build my very own 2021 Kia Stinger. So the first thing we're going to look at is look at the different trim options. So there's 4 different trims that come on the Stinger. The GT-L line, GT, GT1, and GT2. What's kind of cool is you can choose your must-haves, and then it kind of tells you like what trim you need to look for. So like let's say I really want, which I do on this car, the smart cruise control with stop and go. It basically tells me these are the 2 I have to choose from. If I also wanted like the surround view camera, okay, it tells me I'm with the G2. If I want heads up display, I'm still just with the G2. I kind of want the heads up display, but I don't know if I can justify the price. Okay, we're going to stick with just the GT1 because you get everything that's in the GT trim. Plus you do get the upgraded Harman Kardon sound speakers, which I think are an amazing sound system. It's the same one that's in a BMW. You also get a sunroof, which is obviously important, auto-dimming mirrors, memory seats, home link, ventilated seats. So you get a lot of nice, and then you get all the safety features down here. Lane departure warning, forward collision warning, lane keep assist, driver's attention warning. So love to see all that. I'm going to add a remote start for $495 because I'm feeling it. And that's all. So they keep it pretty simple here. And then you go ahead and just go straight into your colors. So the colors are okay to me. I think the white's a little bit boring. I think the black's a little bit boring. Really, though, I think that this gray color, this like, oh, there's the black. This like ceramic silver, which is like a matte gray, there's the red, is the color to get. I think like if you're going to get like a sporty car like this, like let's get a cool color. I'll show you the blue because it wouldn't be the car mom without it. See, like that's not the blue I'm after. That's way too like Hot Wheels blue. So I like this ceramic color. And then your interior, you have a couple of different options. Some red, which like is kind of really fun. Isn't that fun with that gray interior? Do I go for it? Or it's black. So like how boring is that? Let's go for the red. And you're just like a cool like sporty person. Oh my gosh, is that it? Okay, so that's going to then be my Kia Stinger. Pretty basic. $46,480 is my MSRP. Ceramic silver with the red leather. Love her. She's cute.